Happy Monday.
Yay.
I swear I thought today was Tuesday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man. It's the worst. When you jumped ahead a day. I can't handle it.
I mean, you know, when you fall asleep, I think it was like at 7 p.m. and then you wake up the next day, you just think you skipped a day.
Yes. No, I've been there. Been there many times. Have you guys ever used this envelope?
No.
I did for the first time ever use this envelope. There's like a little metallic sign in here that fits perfectly. And I was like, I'm going to use this stupid thing because it's Poshmark, so I could use whatever priority thing I want.
Right.
And I was like, and it says on the back, this mailing envelope is ideal for mailing greeting cards, gift cards, and more.
I was going to say, is that the one that they only put for the holidays?
Is it? It says flat rate envelope, one weight, any rate. Yeah. I don't know.
I was asking because of the little ribbon right there. I thought it was only a holiday edition.
It's appropriate for this time of year. But yeah, I was like, all right, I'll use it. I mean, it fits so perfectly. So I'm like, this is good. I don't know. With Poshmark, I'm like, I refuse to use anything I paid for. Because like it's a priority. So I'm like, I'll get it in one of these boxes. Don't you worry.
The only time I do use it is when it's a shirt that is like, well, I have a bunch of poly mailers. I might as well just use it.
Yeah, but that's where
my post office keeps running out of those.
Oh, order them.
Yeah, just order them online.
Order like 400 of them, and they'll come, and it'll be like in a box this big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean those things are the best.
Oh yeah.
The only thing that sucks about these though is like I don't trust this adhesive strip at all.
Nope.
So I use their tape on it, and like if they were to ever say anything, I'd be like, have you ever tried this adhesive tape? Like it has the same stickiness as like that like paste they gave us in elementary school. Like nothing stuck to it.
Have you liked
I still think
you gotta like it to see if it's minty. Yeah, see if it's minty. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Oh.
Is Shorty resells here? Because this doesn't smell either.
I would still take your advice and tell USPS to just get rid of that and save all that money on shipping because we don't even use it anyways, except for the padded flat rate ones. That one, for some reason, is really good.
Oh, I use the hell out of these things.
Dude, yeah, that rips arm hairs out.
Nice. Oh, yeah. That thing, I'm convinced that if I put my truck in neutral and stuck it to the back of my truck, I could pull my truck with it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah,
that is a heavy duty. Whatever glue is on this could repair space shuttles. Like it's, it's incredible. I mean, we've had that thing like bursting to the point where like if you touch it, it could explode, and that adhesive is holding strong.
Like one of those North Face 700 puffer jackets.
Yeah, those fit in. I've shoved one of those in there. Sarah shoved I don't remember what it was. Like it was something that we had for like a long time, and it was like one of the you know how you have like the couple things that like were when you kind of sucked at reselling.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. So it was like a jacket or it was a sweatshirt or something, and we had it as a flat $850 or something because it was way back to like before they made all the price increases. And I'm like, oh no. So like she's like, I'll get it in there, and she got it in there, and the thing was like, bursted.
That was my favorite. Because you're barely getting it right on that thing. Too,
yeah.
Like,
whoa. And it's like packing a luggage. You're holding it down while you're closing it.
It's going. It's insured. It's going.
If it fits, it ships, bitches. Let's
exactly.
I know that you're like, and then it's like this, like for us, Ed, not you, when it's like 32 degrees, you're like, should I put some tape on it? No. Just let it
go. Before you came into live, Jimmy, I complained to Adam. I was like, I need to get a sweater.
Oh, stop.
It's 60 now.
Well, it's 72 here because my heat's on.
Yeah, I was going to say it's 69 degrees in here. Outside, though, Yeah, we got lucky though this year because it was warm to the middle to like last week, and then now we're getting, and then apparently the foreseeable future is like cold and below average temperatures. I'm like, this is great.
So, the Arctic chill is coming.
So depressing to finally have to turn the heat on. When I could see my breath, I was like, yeah, we should probably turn the heat on.
Oh, you're a thermostat Nazi, or you're like. Who touched this? Who touched it?
Not really. It's cold. I mean, we just got a new furnace last year, so we might as well use it.
It's energy efficient, sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Until you get that bill, and you're like, "What?
Right.
Isn't it any better than last year?"
No.
So, bearded PokeTuber, what's happening? He says, "Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes" over here. I'm sure it's some sort of emoji.
It's like that.
With
the sunglasses.
Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming in. And then this lady, some weird cabbage pitch lady.
I know. Is that all that lady sells?
You should see this house. It's out of control. There's cabbage patches everywhere. Like, so, like right behind me in this corner, there was a box, and Sarah hit a couple of them with like some stuff just to make them smell like babies. And like I'm sitting in here shipping, and I didn't realize that she'd stuck them over there. So and I'm like, wow, it smells in here. And she's like, oh yeah, there's a cabbage patch behind you. So I turn around, and there's a cabbage patch on top of a box, and then I just see legs sticking out from another. And I'm like, would you just threw a cabbage patch under a box and smashed it down there? Like they're literally coming out of crevices. Like there's so many of them. And then there's 14 more on the way. They'll be here tomorrow or the next day. I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome.
I mean,
the thing is, at least you sell them.
Yeah.
Well, and it's Q4, so you might as well. Like they probably will be mostly Christmas gifts. So, I mean, and we've sold a ton of them. So I have no doubt that it's a good investment at this point. So
yeah.
So anyways, hi Ping.
Hey Ping.
And bearded PokeTuber is going to start us off.
It's cold.
So it's cold.
Kirsten, I sent them some Dutch chocolate. We're down a slot machine and a controller. Well, it looks like a slot machine and a controller. Yeah, very unique. Do you like milk chocolate, Ed?
Oh God, no.
No? Okay.
Well,
never mind.
Unless it has almonds in it. That's the only time I'll eat it.
It's just like Jimmy knows what I'm talking about, like the Amish whole milk Dutch chocolate. It's totally different. Well, it's like they don't cook with anything that doesn't have like an extreme amount of fat and sugar in it. Right. So like, and it's probably milk used that they got from Bessie out back. So like it's as fresh as humanly possible. It's so good, but it's completely different. You can't get it anywhere but this part of the country. So if you like chocolate, I was going to send you some, but if you don't, then never mind.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to get it.
No, well, maybe we'll. Who cares what day it is? It doesn't matter.
Actually, it does matter. If it's Friday, then it does matter.
That's right. What's up, Sal? Thanks for coming.
Sal.
I use those to put shoes into before boxing in case the box gets soaked. Oh, these are the padded flat rates.
Those right there.
Those.
These?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do these? Well, I guess they would repel water, huh?
I don't think so. I think maybe like light water, but
it's like fiberglass-ish. Let's do a test one day.
Yeah.
DuPont Tyvek. It does repel water. See, there you go. It's Tyvek.
I swear.
That voice again.
I know.
It's every Monday. It always creeps us out.
I know. It's weird.
I don't think so.
That was like, what is going on? Okay.
Voices
coming from everywhere.
Sarah's got her own sound effects. I got a Champion reverse sleeve XL sweatshirt. I do PFRE into a PFRE.
Padded flat rate.
Padded flat rate. That thing.
You guys literally just punch those things in there, or how do you guys do it?
You can roll it and then
you roll it,
and then
yeah. You roll it, you shove it in there. And then when you get it all the way in that it's cleared the lip, you press down on the lip and put the thing over it, and then you're good.
And that's when I say you rip out your arm hairs. Like,
yeah. Sorry, it fits as long as it fits. It ships.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can get it in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Reverse weaves can be thick. Yeah, for sure.
I'm
What's
not
up,
saying
Mountain State?
you're not going to tear your pectorals up holding it, but it's going to go.
No.
So,
I mean, when they open it, there might be a problem because it's going to be like. You ever seen
Are they-
anybody open one of those bed in the boxes, like where you cut
Yeah.
the? That's pretty much what it is. Like getting the reverse weave out of there. It's like
my wife,
you got a bed in a box.
our first bed before we got our, the rich bed. I'm joking, but no, we got a king size, and I was like, please don't open that until we get it in the bedroom. Well,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess she opened it in the living room because it was like she was like hold on. I was like, it's over, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's
Did it take out a window?
It. Luckily, it didn't. It wasn't like the where they used to that inflatable boat in a box. You know?
Yeah.
No,
It was like when Clark Griswold cut the rope on the
Yeah.
tree.
Blow out the windows.
Yeah.
No, I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I was like, it's
Now
over
we-
now, man. Gosh.
We had one and we put it at the edge of the bed and then cut it, but I guess we had it backwards. So like it rolled towards me. I was like, those things are dangerous. So it's 28 here and the heat's been cranking all day, yeah.
and I'm
29.
complaining about 60.
Yeah, 29. There you go. The cabbies creep me out. What's up, JD?
Hey, JD.
Katie says Aldi's has Cabbage Patch Kids dressed as a turkey. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sarah's going to be heading
At
over to
Aldi's.
Aldi's. Set to 76. Man.
That's hot. Oh, that's hot.
What? You guys walking around in shorts and tank tops in your house? Jeez. Can't be crack. It's Tyvek. It is water resistant. There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
Did this just turn into a health class? No, not yet. They could soon.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
Give us a few more minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
You never know. You never know what's going to come up.
No, I got a good one. I got something really funny to talk about and slightly embarrassing. So
Uh-oh.
I'll probably talk about that later. It has nothing to do with reselling. So 76 swag. What's up, Flippy
That's
Sports
hot,
Guy?
man.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Uh,
Long time no
oh, you're-
see.
Oh, your wife's here.
Oh,
What's up? Before you start work. Oh, before you start work. Ah, you're not at work.
she's there. Yeah, she's got about 15 more minutes before
Okay.
shift starts at 10.
So, well, how was the weekends? Good, bad,
Bad for me.
Oh no.
So the weekend itself was bad, but then come Sunday night and Monday, which is today, it was pretty decent. And then,
Oh,
of course, I have the story that I want to tell you guys about and what you guys do, and I'll tell you what I did.
Oh,
We had a couple good ones today too. But go ahead. What would we do?
I was packing my orders, I think 30 minutes before the post office closes, because that's usually what I do anyways. I'm about to pack the last order, and it's a pair of shoes that it's all the way in the bottom of my pile because it's one of my old pairs. So the buyer bought it like an hour ago. Zero feedback buyer. I got no problem with it. I sold too many before. But literally once I was on my computer, I pressed purchase label, and immediately, like probably a few seconds before that, I get an email saying buyer request to cancel.
Oh.
So I was like literally right in that minute gap, I already printed the label out, but then he requested to cancel. I still shipped that thing out.
Uh-oh.
But, but here's the thing though, and I think I have access to some other people too. This is the fourth time I've done it, and I have never gotten a return.
Oh, you're on borrowed time, my friend.
yeah,
I think I would have just kept it.
yeah.
I think
I
I
would've
think I
just-
would have just kept it and
how
processed
does
the
it-
return.
Same. Yeah. How does
Well,
this
I don't know. Would they have to return it at that point?
They would still have to return it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So so they would have to I mean, because you can't. Well, no, you can cancel the order and just say there's a problem with the buyer shipping address or something, and it'll refund the whole thing and the shipping label.
True, but I already sent it.
I'm curious. I need to know if this.
Yeah,
I think it's coming back.
So, like I told you, this is the fourth time. The last two times, nothing happened. 30 days passed, no message, no nothing. The time I did it before was I was in Vegas. I ignored the request and I still shipped that thing out.
Huh.
So this is the fourth time, and nothing has happened so far.
I don't know.
Maybe it might happen one day, but
I'm curious. Where's it going?
California.
Okay, so you will know, and then we'll know before next Monday, more than likely.
It went priority, so it's gonna get to them tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll know. All right, I gotta know. I gotta know. This is gonna eat me up inside until then. Katie says, "Is anyone getting a message from eBay that's asking for a copy of their license?" Yeah, I got that a couple weeks ago. It's legit, Katie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's for the new 1099s, right?
But, sorry about that.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's because they're gonna start sending out the 1099s in January, so they want to make sure that everybody's ID and their information on file match. Because if they don't, it's gonna be a big problem for them, probably too.
Yeah, I think it's because they also adjusted the limit. So
Oh yeah,
I think a lot more people are getting 1099s this year, so they're verifying IDs. But it is legit. They did it to me too.
everybody's gonna get a 1099 now.
Mm-hmm. Almost
So I'm
everybody,
like-
unless you sell like two things, then you won't get it.
No, even with two things, after that first $1, you're getting one, or is it 600?
I thought it was 600.
it's 600.
Okay, never mind. It's 600. $600 on one transaction, basically.
Yeah, and you can't even fudge that. You'd have to make so many burner accounts to be able to get around that.
Yeah.
So yeah, 76 is chilly. I don't think so.
Oh,
Um,
I'd be sitting here sweating like, oh my
I know.
goodness.
Yeah, it's totally normal. Yeah. Bitter Pokey says bad move, Ed. It's coming back for sure.
It's the fourth time.
I think so.
You just jinx yourself. Ed.
Mhm.
I mean, I'll give you guys an update on Monday, but it's the fourth time, and if it does, then so be it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But I think it's I don't know. I don't understand the logic behind buying. Was it an offer too?
So this one was something. No, they bought it because I have a coupon running right now, and they bought it with the coupon because I got the payment like that. So it's like, and the reason for cancellation was order by mistake. You didn't order by mistake. You literally have to put the code in order to get the coupon. And so it's like, I know I should have canceled, but it's just that pettiness in me. I'm like, you know what? Bad word. Just insert bad word here. I'm sending it to you. And you're getting it. You're the fourth person that does this to me. Let's see if you're gonna be the one that breaks the streak. And if you're watching, then don't break the streak.
I guess we will shortly. Yeah. That's affecting shoe retailers big time. The 1099. Yeah.
But is it affecting just on people who sell new shoes or used shoes as well?
I don't know.
Because I
don't
know
know.
it affects.
I wonder what JD. I know you're in Canada. Is it different up there? Like, what's the
Oh, that's right.
what's the difference? I mean, I'm imagining there's still some form of taxes going towards the federal government, but I'm just not sure.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think, don't they only have one shipping option for them?
No. Well, UPS and FedEx still operate in Canada.
Mm.
I'm sure they do. And then I think DHL is also bigger. I don't know. JD would have to let me know in the Canadian Post. Yeah.
I can't stand DHL. Oh,
yeah, they're so slow. Maybe propane heat feels different.
oh man, propane heat. That thing would be set to 60.
Is propane heat hot? I've never had. I mean, I know. I know like some, like my mom's old house used to. It was off the. They didn't run the gas lines to them, so they had propane, and it was pretty much no different than natural gas. You just had to buy a little adapter for all your appliances and stuff to be able to operate off of propane. But,
Yeah. It's just filling that tank, man. That tank's just like your gas tank. It sucks. It's like,
yeah.
all right, everybody's wearing hoodies, sock hats, fuzzy socks. I don't care.
Yeah. Those usually turn into, I found it cheaper than the other seller flaked, and I was wondering if you could match the price. Maybe.
I'll give you guys an update on Monday.
Yeah, we'll know. I hope so. I hope for your sake they don't come back. Summer AC is set to 80. I like summer weather. Wow. Now that would not happen in this house, that's for sure.
No.
Good Lord. I couldn't even imagine having an
No.
80 degrees in here.
Good
That
night.
thing is gonna be a good 60 degrees.
Oh my God. I would not be able to sleep at night. I'd be sweating like crazy.
No.
I would want to go sleep outside in the grass.
I know. Yeah, it probably would be. Oh God. DHL's ghetto. Is DHL still a thing? Yeah,
It
they're
is.
big out of the country.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
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 By the way, this Squishmallow right here is the same one that Sarah gave me last year.
Oh yeah. That one's. Oh yeah, the Christmas tree. I remember that. Those were fun. Let's see. Why would it affect shoe resellers? We have always had to pay taxes on everything we sell, even though we kind of pay twice, once when we buy and once when we sell. Well,
Well, the reason it's affecting shoe sellers, and this goes mostly with people who sell high end shoes, is because now what happened with what is it? Well, everybody who knows
Yeah.
him.
you can say his name. I don't care.
Daily Refinement. I don't watch him. I don't know anything about him. The only reason I watched that particular video was because it involved shoes and him getting banned because of it.
Yeah,
And
it's good information to know what not to do.
So the reason that it's affecting people who sell high-end sneakers because now they have to provide proof as to where they got it. So that's why I'm not sure if it's gonna be affecting like me who sells bread and butters. Like, does it really matter? I get them from the flea market, $10. Do I really need a receipt for that? I think they're focusing more on the higher end sneakers sellers who get either from the outlet or they have a source that they're gonna have to start providing receipts, or maybe then they haven't been getting receipts. So it's like a nightmare for them because now they have no proof as to where they got the inventory, and now their account is being at risk of being banned, just like him. And if he could get banned, what's this little person who just sells that has no social media presence? They could get banned like that, and there goes their livelihood.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and the double taxation thing that you're talking about, Katie, you can eliminate that sort of, depending on where you buy from, with a tax exempt code. So, well, you don't pay tax. You don't double tax. The customer pays the sales tax. So,
Yeah,
technically, you only pay it once.
Yeah.
I think what you might mean is like maybe thrift stores that still charge tax like that.
Yeah. But if you some auctions, if you have a tax exempt status for your company, you can they'll eliminate it, like Costco, stuff like that. If you have a tax exempt retail business license or business, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just it's a tax ID number is what it is, that shows that you're tax exempt, meaning that whatever you're buying, you're going to resell and then collect sales tax on it. So you can't pay sales tax to Costco and then pay sales tax when you're selling it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can. I don't think the federal government's going to be like, no, we don't want it a second time. Just hang on to it. Although who knows with the way this place has been going, but you can eliminate it. And I know some auctions will honor that kind of thing and not charge you sales tax. So 70, 72 in the summer. I do 64, 66 during the winter. Jeez.
I still have the fan on.
Yeah.
Whatever. My heat's
Red. Go put a coat on.
68 if we see single digits or lower to avoid pipe freezing. Yeah. We got lucky with this house. Our basement actually has a lot of heating ducts in it. So it's unlikely we would ever get to that point. But yeah. I don't know why we still use like when it goes down really, really cold, we still turn the faucet on in the bathroom.
Yeah. Do the drip.
Yeah, the drip. Ed, you'd know nothing about that, would you?
Not one bit.
Yeah. Just make sure your pipes are wrapped and all that, man. It works.
Yeah. Why would it affect anyone? Just pay your shit.
I mean, I don't know if you guys be seeing that in the Facebook post of everybody complaining about these 1099s that are coming in January. They're like, I didn't know I had to do this.
Those were all the people that were trying to slide through, man. It's
How do you not know that? Like,
everybody knows that. I mean,
if you own a business,
yeah,
like in any way, shape, and form, and you work with another business, you're getting a 1099. Like,
yeah.
I used to subcontract out to people, or and then people would subcontract under me. I am not going to pay taxes for them on the money that I just paid them. So
Right.
they're going to pay taxes on it, and I'm going to use this little piece of paper to say I paid them in cash. They need to pay the tax on it. That's how it works. Like any responsible business would know that.
And remember, guys, we are not accountants. Don't take our advice as whatever they call it. As
that
exactly.
tax advice.
That too.
really-
Or take my advice. Just don't blame me for it whenever it doesn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here's the Canadian answer. If a Canadian seller has more than $20,000 in annual sales, CRA will be notified by eBay. Lots of shoes for over $1,000. Interesting. I think I like that plan a lot. But Canadian. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know.
What does CRA stands for?
Yeah, tell us what CRA stands for. I had it. I thought I had it, but I was thinking RA, Royal Canadian. Something or other, but Canadian Royal Accounting, maybe.
Let us know, JD.
Because they still are under. They're still under the monarchy of the UK, technically.
Right.
So I live in a rental, and the landlord hasn't put any money into it. The basement is not insulated very well. Jeez, yeah, that can be dangerous, especially in Maine. Yeah, people so dumb. Like 90%. Jeez, she's on a warpath today. Canadian Revenue Agency is what it says.
We were close.
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, ours is the IR, Internal Revenue Service.
Yeah.
See, that sounds more official than. I mean, never mind. I'm not going to make fun of the IRS live on the internet.
Yeah, please don't.
We'll just. I'm not here.
Please remove me. Okay.
We've always had to do that. We used to partner with a top 10 high-end shoe seller. eBay has always asked for receipts, but normally this was only triggered when a store or company reported it. Oh, interesting.
A store or company? What do you mean?
Yeah, when like the store would report to eBay that you bought a whole bunch of wholesale shoes or something like that.
Yeah.
They used to report that?
I guess. According to Katie, I've never been. Maybe we're gonna get reported for cabbies. These people are buying a lot of cabbage patches. I think they're reselling them.
It's because you're not.
Well, and also, you gotta remember, if you were probably doing it the correct way, I'd say maybe 95% of the people on eBay are not doing it the correct way. At least when it comes to shoes with those.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So you're one of the few who was doing it correct, and that's why a lot of people are scared, especially higher end sneaker sellers. And my guess is that's why they're going to like Whatnot or Mercari or Poshmark now, because they're still not asking for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw those Whatnot resellers that were selling high-end shoes. They didn't sell anything. Like, they would come on and they would try to sell them for like thousands of dollars. And
I would think only the really popular ones are actually selling them, but I mean, yeah, I saw them too. It's cool you could see them, but I wouldn't buy it.
I'm not going to, on a whim, spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes. So I'd have to know, like, this guy's going to auction off Jordans or something that I really want, and they're in my size. But I'm not going to just show up and just be like, all right, here we go. Ooh, $1,000. That's a deal. I'll take that. It's just not
I think
happen.
that part of I think that hype of Whatnot has already passed, and now it's just you buy what you want. But other than that, you're not making that great sales. And I'm in part of that Whatnot for resellers group, and yeah, that's all you keep seeing. That no people in the lives, no one's buying an hour, and somebody only bought like 2 things. Like, you should have probably quit after the first 10 minutes then.
That's right. Sarah, we have more dumb people than ever before. People leave bags of cabbies on our porch. I can't stop them. That's true. What's up, Susan? Thanks for coming in. That's a good thing. I'd like to see how many eBay sellers don't pay taxes. I'd like to know that number too. Probably a lot. But eventually, I mean, you probably get away with it. I'd say tops 3 or 4 years. But, and again, not going to say that you should do any of this, but I'd say. But I mean, what happens is that, and this is just knowing people that have done stuff like this. What happens is it all backs up. So then when they catch you, they're like, wait a minute, you haven't paid taxes for 5 years. You owe us all of this. And then you're in trouble. So
plus, right here, they have up to 7 years to get you. So it's like those people who were hiding is like, maybe before they might have not been so serious about it, but now, especially with all these 1099s coming out, they're gonna connect the dots, and they could go up to 7 years from what I understand.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's just the way I would think. any minute now they're coming. Like, hello.
Man, you just get that nice letter in the mail.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was scared when I got my first audit letter.
Oh,
Oh,
don't say the A word.
Yeah, man, what's the matter with you?
All right, let's get off this subject before we end up on the IRS's database. Right. We just sold a cabbie. Woo.
nice.
Imagine that.
It's like... Hey, you all wanted me to bring back the what sold videos. I got rid of them for a reason. It's just like Cabbage Patch, Cabbage Patch, Cabbage Patch, picture, postcard. Enjoy.
That $85 one was nice, wasn't it?
That was a good one. Yeah,
that's a good chunk out of whatever, I mean, that's
well.
Good.
So we paid for that haul of, what was it, 43 Cabbage Patches. We paid $300. We've already gotten our money back.
Nice.
I think we're actually over. I think we're in profit by like $70 or $80 or something already. So
I think at this point you should just buy a semi truck full of cabbies and let it go from there.
I would do it in a heartbeat. Sarah would have a massive panic attack and literally fall on the floor convulsing. You should have seen her the first day, because she's very efficient. But this is going to get me in trouble. She's very efficient, but she, like, most of us would take 10 or 15 of them, kind of do them there, but Sarah has to get as much done as she can in one time. So Sarah's literally, it's like 12:30 at night and she's still working on Cabbage Patches and still working, and so like she just has to get as many of them done in a day as she possibly can. And it's just, she was so overwhelmed, because I know why, because she wanted to get them all done and she couldn't. Like it wasn't even possible. And then more showed up. And then more showed up, and she's like, oh god. So it was quite humorous. Any minute now, something's going to get thrown at me, I'm sure. So,
I mean, they look like they were all in pretty decent shape. I mean, from what she showed me,
they actually were. It was, so I guess it was a lady's daughter's collection, and they had bagged them all up and like sealed them in the bags, like double sealed, like they just tied a knot, put a twist tie around it, then tied another knot and put a twist tie. So I mean, they were, I wouldn't say they were airtight, but they were pretty well sealed in there. And there was a couple of them that like had some stains on them that maybe were played with a little bit, but for the most part, it seemed like all of them. There's one that has pox real bad.
Okay.
But the rest of them, and that one's still sitting over there. There's probably nothing she could really do with it. She could use the body, so she'll probably decapitate it and use the body.
Yeah.
But other than that, they were all in great shape. The only thing that she's trying to figure out is how to clean the astronaut thing, because it's like that kind of space like material, and then it's got like a backpack on the side of the back of it, and it's just yellowing from age. So I think that's coming up next though. So Katie says we have a store in Baltimore that if you went in and bought a bunch of shoes like more than 1,000, they would look on eBay and complain to eBay that these shoes were custom only to them, like Tim's. Oh, well, that's garbage. People are petty. Sarah passed 2,900 followers today.
Wow.
Congrats.
eBay would then ask for the receipt since the store was reporting it as fraud. It's not fraud. I mean, I guess it is. I don't know. Yeah, we already passed. Probably more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pink says, I've been selling on eBay for 20 plus years and reporting my eBay sales. I've had enough deductions that I never ended up paying any extra in taxes. Yeah, same. But we don't really talk about that all that much, Ping, because it could get us in a lot of trouble because we're not accountants. But yeah, if you know how to do your deductions and you know how to get things, and you have an accountant that knows what they're doing, it's nominal. So now you know how I feel about the cold. Or about ice, maybe.
So made a Macari sale.
Nice. There you go. Okay, I gave up at this point. I had to clean most of them anyways. Yeah. I used to get like that when I first started bringing home 20 plus pairs of shoes at a time. Now I just make a queue and make sure I get the daily amount up. Yeah, that's kind of what Sarah can't do that though. She doesn't do that. She can't do that. So.
And see, like for me, this past weekend, I did all those bags right there. Those are, well, that's just some of the bags. Actually, I have like 4 more in the that I already put in my garage, and I did all those over the weekend, and it was actually my whole shoe death pile, and I didn't even know about it.
Oh wow!
So, and I actually got rid of the ones that I made mistakes on because that's again when I was barely learning. So, I felt pretty accomplished. Now I just got to put them up.
There you go. I like it. Yeah, I'm in the bearded PokeTuber type of thing where you just kind of make a queue and keep doing things, keep going. So OxyClean will take off the logo, so it's scary. Yeah, it takes a lot of mental stress. It does. Yeah. Yeah, I think Uber Eats will send you a 1099. So, but no, maybe not you, JD. I don't know. The Canadian tax laws are seem to be different. So,
Right.
I'm not 100%
Yeah,
on that.
anything ride sharing, reselling, anything that's paid that's going directly from, say, a platform to your account, you're getting a 1099.
No, but
That's-
JD's in Canada. Canada's tax laws are probably a lot different.
Oh,
So
that's true.
they may even have a flat tax where if it's under a certain amount of money, you don't need to claim it. So, which doesn't that sound like a novel idea?
Right. That's why I'm like,
That's borderlining on that politics edge, though. So let's stop that conversation.
right. Yeah, you're better to get the Ohio joke. So how about those Reds?
Speaking of which, what is why is everybody on Reels and TikTok making fun of Ohio so badly? Is there a thing like? Have you seen these? Like, I don't. Maybe it's mine. Maybe they're like, he's in PA. He'll appreciate this humor. I don't know. It's so weird. Like, I just keep getting these reels. It's like people like talking about Ohio. They're like only in Ohio, and you're like, I'm like, no, that happens here too. Like,
I haven't heard anything about it.
I don't know. I haven't either. I live close to Indiana, so that's probably why. I don't mean,
yeah.
I'm literally like 8 minutes from Indiana, so it's okay.
Yeah, you're about as far from Indiana as we are from the Ohio border. Because we're I think it's like
it just depends which way I go, I guess.
Yeah, same. Because if we go slightly south and then east, we're in West Virginia. If we go slightly north and then east, we're in Ohio. So
must be an Ohio thing.
Must be. Yeah. I have a PSA Bolo. Any military grade cold weather clothing is selling off to offshore shippers that are sending it to Poland to get family in Ukraine. We've been selling anything we post. Wow, that's interesting.
Is it just military grade, or is it just any cold weather gear that can handle that kind of cold?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, some of the North Face stuff will.
Yeah, that's what's because I know some of the North Face can't handle it. I'm pretty sure other brands make them too, but I'm pretty sure Columbia. The popular ones are the
Columbia. Yeah.
REI probably.
Or some REI stuff.
Maybe.
A lot of the outdoor brands make them.
Like
maybe.
Like Northern Exposure.
No. Is that Walmart's brand?
Yeah, that wind goes right through that. I think it ends up at Marshall's or something.
The zipper always gets stuck.
What about an outdoor experience or whatever it's called from Walmart?
That's what he said. Outdoor exposure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it never works.
Yeah. No, it's never warm. Although I don't know. I have this Carhartt hoodie that Sarah bought me, and that makes it the most of the way through my winter. And then like if we get like a day where it's like, 15 below with a wind chill of 20 below, then I'm like, all right, maybe I should find that winter coat. And then as soon as I get in my truck, I'm mad that I have this stupid coat on, because then you're like trying to get the coat off, and you're like, oh god.
It's always when you're driving.
Yeah, you're like, here, take the wheel real quick.
Yeah. Or I'd be like, Jid, pull the sleeve.
Yeah. JD has a tip on how to spot fake North Face items. All right, let us know. What is it?
That was JD.
The local groups are looking for the word like military cold weather. Okay. We'll check it out. I don't see a lot of those.
That's a good keyword to put.
Yeah.
If you have that kind of stuff, of course.
Sarah hates coats. Her winter coat is on eBay. I can vouch for that. It is totally on eBay. Sarah sells everything of hers on eBay.
I mean, the wedding stuff went on eBay.
It did?
She sold her dress, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the
She
gifts or whatever you got.
and her shoes.
No, none of those went on eBay. We would never do that to anybody. Like, anything that you guys have sent us, or anybody else has sent us for gifts wise, we would never do that. Like the Cabbage Patch that she bought off of Kevin sitting right here next to me, and then the bear that's behind my head, and the Bucky's thing that's behind my head, and there's Grimace right next to the on air thing, and yeah, we would never do that. And all the gifts we got were awesome, including the ice cream maker. So yeah, we can't beat it. So dress and shoes. Yep. It's sort of sad that that an army is trying to price a meal.
Yeah. Is it Ukraine?
Sure.
No.
I don't know.
Whatever. Bragging. Sarah still needs a puffer. Yes, she does. I know. So braggy, isn't she? We talk about me on Trash to Cash. Great. So we had a good one today. I'd be curious as to because my first instinct changed. Like my first instinct was to do this, but what ended up happening was totally opposite because of what I knew I had to do. So I get this message that says, I have this feedback typed out for you. And it's complaining that we sold a LeBron's empty box. So it was a pair of LeBron's. There was a pair of LeBron's in the box when we bought the shoes from this guy, but they were different LeBron's, so they didn't match the box. So I'm like, we can't sell it with this box. We have to just sell the shoes. And then I'm like, we'll probably sell the box for whatever. If we get anything for it, it's better than nothing. And somebody bought it. And then and it was used. It had a dent in it. It had a little rip in it. Like, we tried to picture as best as possible. And then he found the one section of it that we didn't picture and was like, the red is starting to separate on this side of the box. And I'm like, it's a used freaking shoebox, dude. Like, and you're okay with the big hole on the side. You're okay with the creases on the other side. You're okay with the hole on the underneath, but that is the seller. I'm like, you jerk. So he's like, yeah, negative feedbacks. eBay won't let me send it. But I really wish I would have never made this purchase. And I'm like, whatever. So my initial reaction was to write back, it's a used shoebox, dude.
Right.
Like, it's not new. It's not going to be perfect. Like, we pictured as much of it. But as I looked, I noticed that we didn't picture that section of the box. And I'm like, great. So now I can't say that. So now I have to say, well, if you return it, we'll give you a full refund. Because I know eBay always wants you to offer a return. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. Then we get a response back. I just don't have the time to get to the post office. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, you're totally one of those people. I'm just so busy. I can't find the time for anything. I don't. I mean, you know how hard it is to put something out on my front porch and have a guy come pick it up. I mean, and I told him, I'm like, all you have to do is print the label off and schedule a pickup, and they'll come and pick it up from your front door. And he's like, I don't trust the post office. It'll get lost. And I'm like, what do you want to do? I'm like, it's eventually just some like, what would we would like to make this right. What would make you happy? Well, if he gave me 30% off and I got to keep the box, I'd be happy. Like, great. Awesome.
What was that, like $4?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's always the sales that sell low that people bitch about, man. I'm like, gosh, man.
He was like, I don't know about you, but I charge $120 an hour. My time is worth a lot of money. I'm like, do you have any idea what you're talking to? Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, yeah, we own our own business. Like,
right.
We have a YouTube, like, we do all this. Yes, our time is valuable, but our customers are also valuable. And that's what I told him. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. But I will gladly sit here and answer your stupid question about a used box. Like, I wanted to say to him, you want to talk about wasting time? I'm literally talking to a guy that bought a used empty shoebox off of me and is complaining that it's damaged. Like, what sounds like more of a waste of time to you?
Right.
So I'm like, whatever. Here's your 30% back. And then I looked and he left a positive feedback. And I'm like, you just wanted that refund. That's all you wanted. Like,
Right.
yeah.
What would you have done if you said 50% off?
I would have done it. Like, I don't, like, I get it. Like, had we pictured the damage, I would have told him to go bite me. Like, I would have been like, see ya. Like, picture number 5, it's right there. Have a nice day. Like, go ahead, leave your negative feedback and have a great day. I will get it removed tomorrow. So, but we didn't, and it was unfortunate. And I'm like, you know, and who cares? Like, I know what Sarah was thinking. It's a freaking used shoebox. Like, it's a used shoebox that has holes in it. Like, that has a scratch in it. That has a hole on the other side of it. Who cares what that one side has? And I mean, we're literally talking about like a crease where, like, because it was a black and red box that like was, you know, like diagonally, this side was black, this side was red. So this one side was red, this one side was black. We pictured all the sides except for this red side. And then he's like, yeah, the paint is pulling away on this side. You can see a little white line. And he sent a picture, and there's a little white line that's like this long. I'm like, but you're all right with the big hole in the back of it.
Right.
That's fine. But that little red, that's a big problem. Like,
Again,
Wow.
I'm sure
jackass.
I'm sure it could have been fixed. I mean, easy fix if you wanted to.
It's a.
I know it.
So
I know it.
badly want to say the F word right now, and I
know. I get it. It's a box.
It's a box, dude. And it's not like I tried to sell this box as box is so beautiful in wonderful condition. We didn't. Has a hole in it. There's a picture of the hole. Has a crease in it. There's a picture of the crease. Like, we didn't hide the fact that this thing's kind of, I mean, it's in okay shape. It's not like it's ripped anywhere. It's just, I mean, except for the hole. But all of that's fine. That crease though, that's just, it's a bridge too far right there.
There you go, Bearded.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's just what a jackass.
Yeah.
Like, and when he started talking about like my time being worth money, it took everything out of me to be like, you know what sounds like a waste of time? Talking to somebody about a used shoebox that you bought for $20. Like, if you make $120 an hour, why the hell are you concerned with a $20 shoebox? Like, who cares?
And why in the world are you buying from eBay if you make that much?
Yeah. Why don't you just go buy another pair of LeBrons?
Pretty sure you get a better box for that amount.
Yeah. Oh man, it was just bad.
Yeah, it was like me, man. When I shipped out that one blow mold I sold for, $80. I was like, I had the worst day at work. I get home, I'm like, what else could go wrong, right? I mean, everything went wrong, and I look on my desk, and there's the light bulb that I wrapped up on my desk. I was like, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Because I had pictures of the thing lit up. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So I messaged the guy. I was like, hey man, I'm sorry, I forgot the light bulb. I was like, I can mail it to you. I'll next day air it, which is what's going to happen is the light bulb's going to get there before the blow mold. And he was like, no, it's okay. I said, all right, I can send you back $5 just because I forgot. He's like, no worries. He said, by the time it gets here, Halloween's over, and I'm putting it in the garage, so it's fine. It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Here, just come in here. My camera's off. I turned it off. I knew you were in pajamas.
I'm wearing pajamas.
Look at her, guys, so nobody can see her. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. I told you guys I don't know if you were there, Jimmy, but we talked about it last Monday where I switched 2 packages, an ornament and a shirt.
Yeah.
Well, they both came back. Like, both people send them back. Which couple things. The first thing is, I don't think anybody understands how to print a label out correctly from eBay because they were this big.
Oh,
the label
man.
was like this big on the thing, both of them. I'm like, what? You have to hit the scale to fit button on your printer and it will blow it up.
And they actually shipped. I mean, they
Yeah.
actually shipped them. Oh,
Yeah.
See, my mail lady won't pick them up if they do that.
Really? I mean,
Yeah,
the
she
barcode
can't-
scans, what do they care?
That's true. Yeah, like whenever I first printed my first Macari one, you couldn't see all the numbers on the
Oh yeah,
barcode.
yeah.
Yeah, she was like, I can't take this. So I literally wrote it out on the like I was like, you gotta take it. I don't want to come on, man.
Throwing
I'm
it out.
surprised they take those labels at my post office all the time. It doesn't matter as long as it scans. That's all they care about.
Well, Ed, it's an Ohio thing, okay?
No, I know what you're talking about.
joking.
You,
No, I'm joking.
when you did it, you took, well, you made your computer take a photo of it and it got blurry.
Yeah.
Because I had that
I
happen too, where it
Yeah,
was
they freaked
blurry,
out.
and luckily it was like when we first started on Macari, so we had like 3 things out front, and the guy
Yeah.
scanned it, and he knocked on the door, and he's like, "Hey, do you got another label for this? Because I can't scan it; it's really blurry." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh crap, yeah." And then I figured out how to do it the correct
Same.
way, and I'm like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Did
I know
too.
what you're talking about.
It
But
was
yeah,
awesome.
so they both came back, and like both buyers were like, seriously, it's not a big deal. Like, people make mistakes, it's no big deal. And I'm like, why can't more people be like you two?
Mhm.
Like, what are the chances I had 2 really awesome? Like, the one lady was like, stop saying you're sorry, it's totally fine. Like, I get it. I'm like, because I felt bad. I'm like, I sent you an ornament and you ordered a dress shirt. Like, I'm an idiot, I get it, but it's coming back. Like, and I refunded them their money, and I paid to ship both of them out. Like but they were both so awesome. And then I got Box Boy complaining about a crease this big. I'm like, this
Damn
is
box.
I know.
Oh, man.
It's crazy. Sarah's famous too. NC Picker has her on speed dial for cabbies. That's right.
Yeah, but
Um,
NC Picker, where's my shirt? What's up?
yeah. Is he here? Oh wow.
Is he here?
I'm so behind. I'm skipping some comments, guys. Hi, Kristen.
Hi, Kristen, if you're still here.
It's a box. Nice jammies. I'm going to Wendy's in pajamas in like an hour. It's true, she is. I've done that to shoot its business attire for Walmart. That's true.
Exactly.
I live the nightlife. So, I think she meant to say I love the nightlife. There. Thank you. Thank you for completing the song. So,
Well, I want to get your opinions on something.
Okay.
Because so I ended up making that sandal video that I told you guys about, and it's gotten some mixed comments actually. So you got people who of course agreed with me, you got people who disagree with me, and then you got those like right in the middle that they agree but they disagree to the way I handled it. So there 30 minutes before the live, someone did a whole paragraph, and essentially it reads up to no, but it was one of those middle ones. So it wasn't.
Okay.
It was like positive, negative, same time. So it essentially reads that I see that you did everything that you had to do correctly, but you should have seen that it was an honest mistake because they are just human. And they basically called the approach that I did it robotic. And the way that I replied was like, well, yes, when it comes to business, at least for me personally, I do everything as a robotic way because emotion has nothing to do with transactions. So they're basically saying you should have just done the buyer right, even though they did a mistake. They're saying that I didn't do enough.
Well, first,
to say
refresh my memory on what happened because I'm a little fuzzy on it.
So I sold a single sandal. Picture,
Okay.
title, description, header, everything said single sandal. Even eBay said, "It's like, yeah, you clearly said it was a single sandal." And this person said that I should have done more to say it was a single sandal. I was like, I don't know what more I could have done.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know. So, but at the same time, he said that, yeah, he understood that I did everything correctly, but I should have been more humane towards it, that not take it as a robotic approach. And me personally, I always take all transactions robotically because, again, emotion has nothing to do with me when it comes to selling. Because I had a lady, of course, one time I know it was a scam. Lady saying, I was like, oh, my kid I don't have enough money for my kid for a toy. Can you please sell me this toy car that I think it was like a Cars toy or something.
Yeah, no, I've had that sob story a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not going to sell it to you for 50% off.
Up until you,
So,
up until you said that, I was kind of on their side with it, because so there's benefits to being not robotic in certain businesses. This business, Like, okay, let me use this as an example. If one of Sarah's Instagram followers had a problem with their Cabbage Patch, I'd probably go crazy to help them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the better I take care of them, the more likely they are to buy more Cabbage Patches off of us.
Right.
With, you know, I don't know how much repeat business you get.
Not even 1%.
Okay. So like, there is a reason to be really overly kind to people, because then they may come back and buy more. There's still a possibility that will happen. So you do kind of have to juggle that a little bit. Like, and so I agree both. I'm probably in the middle now too. And I wasn't up until you brought up that particular scam that we get. I've gotten many times. I've got it with boots. I've got it with, you know, clothing. We got it with a dress once, a teenage dress, where they were talking about, you know, that they don't have any money, and you know, my daughter really wants this dress, and this, that, and the other thing. And we were like, okay, well, we can work with you a little bit, because we'll work with anybody on price, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But then somebody else bought it, and they got really mad at us and said we were heartless people for leaving it for sale. And I'm like, you're an asshole, because like, we tried to help you, and now and it's not our fault you drug your feet for a whole day to buy it. Mm-hmm. Like, we told you, yeah, we'll work with you, send us an offer, we'll accept it, so forth and so forth. And then they didn't. And then the next day somebody else bought it, and they were like, where'd the dress go? And they're like, you're a heartless human being. Why wouldn't you hold it for us? And this, that, and the other thing. My daughter is going to be so upset. And we're like, it's not our fault you drug your feet. Like, right. Yeah, sure. Tell your daughter we're the bad people. That way you're a good mom, or whatever it is. But yeah, so I was on their side slightly up until you brought that up, because we've gotten tons of those comments where it's like, you know, I'm starting my first day at work and I really need these boots, but I only have $50 and you're asking $100, and it's just like, you're totally scamming me. I know you're scamming me. So
yeah, and this person brought up that thing that is like, you should be thinking about the repeat buyer that they might be. As like, well, for me personally, I don't get many repeat buyers. I maybe get like one or two every year, maybe.
Yeah, like I said, with Cabbage Patch people, photo people that come back constantly, I would go to the ends of the earth for them to make them happy. With, like what you said, a one-time purchase for a shoe, what's the likelihood they're ever coming back?
Yeah, plus I kept telling the guy over and over, is like, I clearly put everything there. And then once he started cussing me out, that's when I'm like, well, I wouldn't say cussing me out, but you know, he was getting to that point. So that's why after that I just stopped talking, and then that's when he left that colorful feedback. I don't know if you saw it, but then that's when eBay removed it, and I was like, but yeah, after that. But yeah, but I'm actually surprised. Well, I'm not surprised. I know there's a middle ground, and I understand that I could have been more humane, but same time, it's just business for me.
Yeah, you're not UNICEF. I said it yesterday. We don't give away.
I mean, I don't know what everybody else thinks. If you want to give your opinions, I'm just curious. If you haven't seen the video, it's up there, but it's pretty interesting.
What would you have done, Jimmy?
Well, I mean, as defense, because like you said, he sold this sandal for, I mean, half off, because it's only one sandal. Then he does have the full set of that sandal. The guy was trying to work for it. I get it. I don't know. I mean, because I've sold a single Jordan. I mean, just because I found it in the bins, because that was the one that I had in my hands, and I told the person I was taking it, so they knew it.
Well,
but no, I mean, Ed did everything right, in my opinion.
I mean, I guess to make it a little better, if you guys were to buy shoes online, do you just have an automatic expectation that you're gonna get a pair of shoes instead of just one shoe, even if you look at the pictures?
Well, so here's the thing: nobody looks at the pictures. Like, did you see my reel today?
Mm-hmm.
It was picture 2.
Yeah. What size are the
heels? Wasn't. Yeah. What size are the heels? Literally, picture 1. There you go. Like, and I really wanted to be a lot more rude with it, and it's because the way they worded the question. Like, hi, I'm really interested in these pairs of shoes, but what's the heel height? Would have gotten at least for me, hey, thanks for the question. It's on picture number 2. But heel height, question mark, question mark, question mark, is like, first of all, am I your phone? Like, are you asking Siri what the heel height is? Like, because I'm a person. Like, I don't come up to Ed and be like, Monday Night Live? Like, I don't send you guys a link and be like, link. I do say Monday's link.
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Link for Monday.
Yeah.
Done. We already know. It's like,
But I don't send you like a picture and say jerk or something. Like I speak in full sentences because I'm a human being and I understand how to ask questions to to people.
Unless you're sending us Facebook post.
Oh my god. I can't handle those things.
I don't know. I mean, it just baffles me what people send me every day. It was funny when you got that one, and then I got that one message like pretty much 10 minutes after you. That one day we were talking, I was like, "Look at mine! Like, come on, man,
yours was bad.
So dumb."
I just really want people to treat people like people sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just, I'm a human being. You could at least politely ask me this question, not just say heel height, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like I wanted to send back picture 1, picture 2. Why don't you look at picture 2, you moron?
Well, I think
As much as we want to say that.
Yeah. What should I want to just have a picture of me flicking you off coming back?
it's like I get all these dumb questions when I'm at work, and I'll reply back like, "Hey, just give me a second. Maybe I can message my wife." And they're like, "Wait, you don't have that on your shelf right now?" I was like, "No, I'm at work. That's not my. I don't own a store precisely. I can't walk to the item. If I was at home, if it was Thursday and Friday, oh yeah, dude, it's right out there.
Yeah, man. I wake up every morning. I run into my eBay room and I go, all right, ready for these questions. There we go. Oh, we got a question.
And then if I bring it back to work when I was like worked out on the shop floor, yeah, it's just like everything. It's always on the bottom. You're like, damn it, come on, why can't it be the last thing I listed? Right?
Everything we get questions on is all in this bottom row. Right?
Yeah. Every time.
Or it's downstairs in the basement. So yeah. Adam would have defended my cabbie honor. That's right. I have to watch. I missed it. There you go. I would send a message saying this is a single item. Yeah.
It's in the description.
I read
that, and they bought it on an offer, so they didn't send me a message until after the transaction was done, or they got delivered.
Yeah, I read doesn't happen in this day and age. I read and look at pictures too. I know that's strange. I know, right? Katie's defending you. At the end of the day, you did your due diligence, explaining it was a single. People do not comprehend if you make a mistake and then just say, I do not read miss single. Can you help me out? That probably would have been a little nicer, right?
Yeah, that's true. Because single could go single pair. Could be
it would have probably warranted the same response from Ed, but
yeah, it still would have.
Yeah.
I mean, I every time I do a single shoe, this is my second one too. So I always make sure I put single because, I mean, you have to spoon feed it to people nowadays because they're dumb. They are.
It's Amazon. Amazon did it.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to seeing what's pictured. And Sarah's been guilty of it too. Like she'll buy something where it's like, oh, I got a great deal on these bubble mailers, and they come and they're like this big.
Yeah. I've done that on
the size. No, I didn't.
Like when I first ordered my shirt bags, I was like, if I would ordered the $25 ones, I was like, no, these ones are like $8, and it was like the little. I was like, what the hell is this?
You could sell shirts and crack.
You go hit the return. $7.99 to return it back. You're like, never mind. I'm just going to.
And that's what most people would do, right? And I see, like, and I agree with you on that. Like, people that, like, if I buy something for $10 and like I jacked it up, or like this wasn't what maybe one bag is ripped, or like, okay, a good example is this. Like, we get these paper rolls from Amazon, and like this is how it came. Like, and it's kind of ripped and shredded on the end and stuff.
That's an automatic return.
Like, but box guy would have been like, "This is unacceptable." Like, how my customers are gonna look at this, and they're gonna be like, "No one's gonna look at that."
Yeah, you're gonna
like,
rip it, and you're gonna crumble it, and shove it in a box, man.
I mean, people are out of their minds sometimes.
It's like this. It's like, well, this says 25 feet, right? But it's only 23.5 feet. I want a refund.
They want you to model heels. I don't know how you guys walk in heels. I'll be honest.
It looks extremely uncomfortable.
I just don't. The logistics don't make sense to me. Like, I can tell you, I can't stand on my tippy toes and walk normally. I don't know how you guys do it. That's asking a lot. Yeah. Only Lonnie can do that. Yep. I carry all my cabbies in the car, so I'm ready for questions. Flip the World would have said some wisecrack for sure. Yeah. I took a writing class, and they told us that books that sell are written on 5 to 6 grade comprehension levels. Since this is the average in the U.S., that's sad. That's very sad.
It's sad, but it is true.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say that's why every time I see one of those listings that has like all the long, that fancy listing format, and then that long thing that says, this is our return policy, this is our shipping policy, this is our return policy or refund policy. I'm like, I usually skip those, and then I try to see the ones that just say something basic, as like clean home, clean shoes, whatever. Thank you for shopping. That's it. I keep it simple because all that extra stuff that they put nowadays, I think it might deter some people. I could be wrong, but a lot of people aren't definitely not going to read any of that.
I feel like for me, if I was buying something off eBay, I'd rather see something that. Well, no, I mean, I think I'd rather see any description. Like if it was just the standard eBay thing where they put it back in, the shipping, they take your title and put it in there, then that would probably eke me a little. But even still, but seeing the big ones, then at least it's a big company. But I don't think it really matters. It seems like a lot of extra work. I know, like the Cabbage Patch dolls, Sarah puts a lot into the description because, there's never it. I mean, the dolls are almost 40 years old, right? So they're not ever going to be perfect. So there's a lot to describe, and that, and we've gotten burned by people being like, "You didn't tell us that the nose was." So she's very meticulous about the descriptions, and then the only other thing we have in all of our postcard and photos is our policy on combining shipping, because we just got tired of the invoice crap. So. It just gets to be too much. When you got somebody that's buying literally photos off you every week, and every week we'll have to wait 3 days for them to open their mail and look at the invoice or whatever. It's just pay for them. We'll refund them back to you later. And most people don't care. So,
right.
I mean, if it's more than 7 items, we will send you an invoice. If it's under, then we won't. Sometimes these people jump on the iPad and just click any time at night. That's why I look at timestamps. That's also true.
Yeah, that's true.
The drunken buys are always interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Last time I walked in heels was 1998. Box boy. Ping only wears heels to weddings. Eclectic Element says, I'm a female and I don't understand how other women walk in heels.
Yeah, I don't.
My heels are probably 1.5 inches high, and I'm only 5 foot tall. So, No, I've seen some people, especially like in Vegas, when they're just like shuffling along, and you're like,
oh yeah,
that can't be comfortable.
Not at all.
What if you hit up a marble floor? Like it sounds like you're going down, right?
Imagine grass.
Yeah, you sink. I don't think I could do it. No. Never tried. Not going to either.
No, never.
I mean, unless somebody wants to pay me a lot of money, I'll think about it. But
I don't think I want to try to afford any of that to fit my feet.
I don't think they would make heels in my size.
And they don't even make the fuzzy Crocs of my size. I'm telling you.
I know. What a disappointment.
Regular Crocs, yes.
Yeah. I wonder why they don't make the fuzzy Crocs in 14s.
I don't know.
Ed, do you know?
Come on.
I have no idea, but they are comfortable.
I just got my first pair for my birthday.
Do they fit?
You live in California. Why do you need them?
Because it's cold here.
Okay. Yeah, I have a size 13. They were a little tight at first, but they're stretching. So I wore them all day today. They were awesome. So, yeah,
Nice.
Sorry, Jimmy, but
It's okay.
they were awesome.
I
If
have
I
to
ever find
hear.
a 14, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, like
They don't make them. Period.
they don't know.
They never have, never will.
Mm-mm.
Okay, you know
My
what? It
buddy
might be.
asked.
It might be a sample shoe out there somewhere.
Probably just one.
Make sure to complain whenever they. Why
I'll
I
just-
wanted two.
I'll just match it with my other one and be like, perfect. Look at it.
Just make it with your right foot. Just make sure it's your left foot so that little giraffe that comes off the door while you're driving.
Yes.
I rarely wear heels that would make me 7 foot tall. Wow, be taller than
Kristen,
Jimmy.
you are tall.
Thank God.
I will not ever wear heels. Skechers if I'm dressed up. Easy Spirits then. Nice. I like it. Box Boy could be a Seinfeld episode. Yes, it
So-
totally could be.
So when that stuff happens to you, like with the box now, is it going to make you second guess selling boxes, or are you still going to do it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
We sold a was it a Panavision? What's that old Panasonic? I think it was Panavision. It was an old Panasonic video game system. Like right when Atari came out,
Mhm.
and everybody was kind of trying to copy the Atari mold, and it really didn't work, and they were kind of
Right.
junky. We found one at the funeral home. It was empty, and it was in perfect shape, and we sold that. We've sold several boxes, and most of them are fine. Like the only time we haven't had too many people complain like what happened to Ed, where they bought it and they were like, oh, this is you're scamming me, and I'm like, no, we're not. We had it once, and that was there was a pair of Michael Kors sunglasses that we bought, and they were brand new, and I was cleaning them because they were kind of dusty, and like something got on the cloth I was cleaning it with, and I went to clean the lens, and I was like, "Rah!"
Oh,
and it just scratched the film right off of it. I'm like,
Ooh.
oh. They were like $80 or like $80, $90, $100 sunglasses on eBay, somewhere around there, and we were selling them for $20. And it said in the description and in the title, damaged lens. And somebody could pop the lenses out, put new lenses in it, and
Right.
it would be fine. So we sold them. Said very plainly in the description that this is damaged. We have pictures of it. In fact, the picture was like, here's the lens, and Sarah's pointing to the scratch. So like it couldn't be any clearer. And this person was like, these were supposed to be a gift for my wife. You scammed me. You didn't put in the description that they were. I'm like, yes, we absolutely did. Oh, well, I didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see it in the title, and you didn't see it in the pictures.
right.
And he's like, well, I want a refund. And I think this is absurd. Well, who would sell a damaged pair of sunglasses? I'm like, look, buddy, there's two things. First of all, they're $100 sunglasses. Why do you think you got them for $20? Does that send
Right.
off a little alarm? But yeah, and he kept trying, and eBay eventually gave him his money back. Like he opened a case and everything, and eBay sided with me, and then he appealed it to eBay, and eBay sent me a message and said, we've approved this refund. You don't have to do anything, and we're not taking any funds from you, and so forth and so forth. And I was like, I don't care if you guys want to be stupid. Like, if you do that stuff, people will continue to try and use that system. So
Right.
you should stop doing that. But whatever, as long as it doesn't come off me, I don't care.
Exactly.
Karen says I sold a pair of. What's that?
I say, yeah, because if not, see, he just got his 20 plus shipping back or whatever he spent. So now he could do it for more expensive items, and be like, oh, I guess
Yeah.
I did it the first time,
Whenever he said it was a gift for my wife for our anniversary, I remember saying to Sarah, I'm like, I hope your wife leaves you. Like, you jerk. Like, it's cheap ass. Buying your wife a pair of $20 sunglasses, trying to pass them off like they're expensive.
I paid a lot of money for these.
No, I know. I paid $20 for them. Why are they scratched? She more than likely got them. And he was like, oh, thank you. Oh, there's a scratch on it.
I'm outraged.
This is terrible. I'm sending a message right now. I sold a woman's pair of shoes, one a 9 and the other 9.5. Never thought the pair would sell. Buyer never complained or returned. Interesting.
Wow.
It's a box filled with nothing. That's right. Saturday Night Live did an episode about a box. I sent them that link. Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yes. I've seen the episode, and I've also seen people dress up as those guys around Christmas time. Odyssey. That was the name of the video game system. Yeah.
Okay.
Just take 24 pictures of the next box and a video. Yeah. That's so much time.
And they're not even gonna look at all 24 pictures.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They wouldn't look anyways. Yeah. Wait, did you say you sold a box from a funeral home? Yes. Mountain State, you need to go back in our channel. We picked a funeral home. Yes, and it was eerie in there. It was a funeral home that somebody also lived in, which I couldn't do. But they were the funeral director and the owner, and they lived upstairs. And when they passed away, they had an auction company come in and auction off all the funeral stuff and all the personal stuff. And this person was also a hoarder. I wouldn't want to be married to someone buying me a damaged sunglasses as a gift, anyways. Maybe she only had one eye. Maybe. Did you marry a pirate?
But yeah, it's crazy. Just how you have to spoon feed all buyers nowadays. It's
Everybody.
it's only eBay, right? I mean, because Macari
No.
and Poshmark are going to put up with that crap.
well, yeah, Poshmark, they have the buyer side most of the time, but of course, so like in your case, say you missed that one spot, Poshmark would actually side with the buyer because there's no proof of it. So that's where Poshmark was like, "Whoa, we have your back, but you didn't photograph that one specific spot, so we have to accept the return." Macari, I'm not sure about Macari actually. That could go either way. I don't know yet. But eBay,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the times, like with stuff like that, the easy road is just to put in the description that there are many flaws in this box and move on. Like, because then you're not really. I mean, there's so much. Like, I guess that could be a great example. Is that there's so much other damage, and our figuring is like there's other damage on the box. Why would you care about a scratch? Like, and that's my thing. Is like
Right.
the hole. The creases, the rip on the one side, the label coming off, like none of that bothers you, but that did. Like, and I know what it was. Somebody had buyer's remorse more than likely, but I don't know. I feel like eBay gets ripped off a lot because these people know if they complain long and hard enough, or eBay's just going to give them their money back.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's videos out there too on how to scam sellers, and that's probably what people search up too. And the thing is, eBay is so old that, and from what I understand, they have old programming too, that people know all these tricks. They know that eBay is going to side with the buyer as long as they lie, and it's going to keep happening. We just got to be smarter about it. And I have a feeling that you were probably targeted because they knew something about this box, and it's like, oh, this guy didn't photograph this, but I can see it.
Probably.
So let me buy it and get a refund and get it cheaper as soon as I get it delivered.
Yeah, more than likely. That'd be my guess too.
Mhm.
Let's see. Interesting costume. That's a no from me.
How about no?
It's all the snowflakes out there. eBay always eBay doesn't always side with the buyer lately, and it seems like within the last. I was just going to say this within the last like 5 months, 6 months. When I've called, if it's something dumb, or if it's something that was clearly explained, or if like we had someone that contacted us and they were like, hey, my postcard or my whatever, or no, it wasn't a postcard, it was a sweater or something, it never got to us. And I'm like, okay, well, it says it was delivered at your front door or at your mailbox. And they were like, you can't deliver it in my mailbox, and it's not there. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, and I actually said that to the person. I'm like, from my angle as a seller, here's what I see. I see tracking from USPS say that it was delivered in your mailbox. I'm like, if it's truly not there and it was stolen, or if they delivered it to the wrong address, contact your post office and file a claim with them. I'm like, I'm not doing it. And I called eBay, and eBay's like, absolutely.
Right.
Like, yeah, it shows delivered that you've done everything you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, but I feel like 6 months ago or 8 months ago, if I would have done that, they would have been like, oh, did you ask them to look down the street? Or maybe you should call USPS on their behalf or something. Now they're just like, yeah, whatever. It says delivered. Have a nice day. Like, it's over as far as we're concerned.
Yeah,
I feel like.
did get. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I did get a neutral because of that. and it's a neutral, so I didn't really care. All I did is I just replied to it, said my side. I really don't care since neutrals don't really affect me that much, anyways. But even if I would have contacted eBay probably 6 months ago, they would have said, I was like, well, it's an opinion. Although now, I think if I were
Yeah.
to still say that now, they still wouldn't take it off actually because it's an opinion. So I don't know
Yeah.
actually, but it's like if it was a negative, I don't know if they would have taken it off, especially not back then. Now,
Right.
maybe if you get the right representative, though.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think that they're I think that they've clamped down on this a little bit because I think they're just done with being scammed. I will be right. Talk about whatever it is. I got to go get this letter that I got from the post office because it's a laugh riot. I meant to
right.
grab it beforehand.
But yeah. So I already said my story actually, but just before the end of the show or anything, there is something you guys should be aware, especially if you guys sell shoes or anything that goes to authentication. It actually scared me because I had no idea what was going on and I didn't know what the process was.
Right.
But now I know how authentication works as a return. I'm still waiting to get it back. But if you ever get this kind of case, which I'm gonna make a video about, don't be scared or be scared because I don't know yet. I still haven't gotten the item back. So it's like
yeah.
right in the middle.
So I talked about it yesterday on the live. We had like a clay pot or whatever that we sent to somebody, and they just destroyed it. So they said, dear me, in response to your insurance claim for missing contents or damaged item reference above, please present the item and mailing container, including in the wrapping and packaging and any other contents received, along with this letter to the post office for inspection within 20 days. They want me
Sounds about right.
and they ask on the damn claim form whether I'm the mailer or the recipient, and I put I'm the mailer. So why would I have it?
Right.
But now I feel like I have to actually go into my post office and be like, hey, I got this stupid letter to bring you guys a clay pot that's broken that somebody else has that probably threw in the trash by now.
Probably.
You've got to be kidding me. Here's my latest drama. Lady bought a new pair of shoes October 15th, got them the 19th. Started a return on the 25th, said too small. I sent the label, immediately heard nothing. Today, eBay canceled the return and next. She sent me a message, where's my refund? Well, where's my shoes? She said she sent them on November 5th. I said no tracking was presented. She said she said she wasn't 30 days. And I said no, it wasn't 30 days. I said, no, you get 15 after you print the label.
I see.
I said, go to your post office and take it up with them. Sorry. Oh, wait. So.
I mean, I think because you know how before when the pandemic was still happening, eBay gave buyers, I think, up to 30 days to still return an item. Now it went down back to 15 business days.
Yeah.
Because before they increased it to like basically another month that they had to return it, which was ridiculous in my opinion. But now it went back down to 14 business days, which is still ridiculous in my opinion.
What's ridiculous is that they extended a return policy for a virus. Like,
yeah,
what's the difference? If it's 15 days or 30 days, the virus is going to be less harmful in 16 days than it is in 15.
I don't know.
It's
right.
so dumb. I feel like people made COVID's policies just based off of like whatever they thought would make people happy. They're like, oh yeah, COVID's out, so our doors actually open inward now. And you're like,
absolutely.
Okay. That should definitely help people. Like the whole exit enter thing that whenever COVID went on, where they're like, enter here. No, sir, enter here. And you're like, what does that have to do with like, I don't get it.
Right.
Whatever. This may be shady, but when we sell an expensive pair of sneakers, we look at Google Earth for the address. If it's sketchy neighborhood, we put insurance on it. That's actually not stupid.
I actually don't even do that.
It's not dumb. I mean, I don't think it's shady. I mean, things get stolen off of people's porch all the time. So,
well, for me, I ended up selling a Patagonia shirt for $100. I looked up the address because this was what when I was barely starting. It was one of my first $100 sales. I'm like, let me see where it's going. It's literally going. It went to a like a little shopping center, but everything was boarded up with the gates down and all tagged. And I was like, "This is weird," but I
Did
still
it get
sent
there?
it, and nothing. Yeah, it got there. It got delivered, and nothing's like
Right.
okay. And I think it's because some of those Google photos they're like 3-4 years old, so by then something
Oh, yeah.
new is probably already there.
Yeah.
If you look up my house on Google Earth, it looks like a shack. It's so funny. Yeah, it might have changed by now, but like when we first bought the house, me and Sarah looked it up on Google Maps, and we were like,
Wow.
like it looks really because they totally gutted this house and like completely remodeled the whole house and painted the outside and put new siding on it. They did everything. So like what it looked like prior to us getting there was totally different than what it looks like now. So yeah, it's the eBay money back guarantee is yeah. If it's coming from verification in Las Vegas, it's going to be packed like a hot mess. Is that true?
I don't know.
I don't
Like I
know.
said, I haven't gotten it back, and I do plan to make a video about it, so I don't really want to release too much details about it.
Yeah.
Although I'm
curious.
hoping they left a little eBay authentication tag because I kind of do want that.
Just leave it on the shoes.
Well, if they put one back, because I know they put one in when it gets to the seller, I mean to the buyer, but I don't
Do
know
they?
how it works. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like you know how
Yeah.
StockX has the little green one.
Yeah.
eBay puts their own, which is like I think I put it as my thumbnail in the how the eBay authentication works. I want to see if the buyer left it on or if they still put another one when I get it back. Like I said, all this is new to me, so it's and I don't know if anybody else made a video about it, but I'm like really curious on how this return works.
Yeah. I'm curious too. Um, I said, go to your post office and take it up with them. Sorry, I can't do anything. Yeah. She thought we would give her a refund just for the printing the label. Yeah.
The-
I've had people do that too. We had somebody actually, uh, claim, this is when they paid for it. We have buyer pays for shipping and they bought an address label to their house and it went to the post office and came back to their house. And they were trying to scam the system because what eBay will market as delivered to us, and then
Yeah.
I got an email saying it's been delivered. And I'm like, it hasn't been delivered, and then eBay has to manually go in and change it because they see the tracking went back to their house, and people knew that was a thing, and that a lot of buyers weren't paying or sellers weren't paying attention to where it was because maybe they're a really large business and they get a lot of stuff coming through the mail, so they don't really pay attention to it. And we've been guilty of that too, because like it seems like every time we go out of town, we have a return pending that's coming back. Like when we went to Delaware, the day before we left for Delaware, somebody wanted to return something. And I'm like, but they paid for it to come back. And then like the first day we were in Delaware, I got an email and it's like, this is shipped. And I'm like, great, this is going to get there when we're not there. So we just sometimes like, all right. I guess it's there. So
Yeah.
And a lot of people have like PO boxes or UPS boxes or whatever, and they never even go check it until like 2-3 weeks later, and they just refund it.
Yeah, I never check mine. There could be stuff there right now I wouldn't even know about. I try to check it once a month because we do get a lot of return to senders.
But I sent you an In-N-Out burger.
Oh, you did? Well, it's a little moldy.
Dang it.
He's doing it again. Jimmy.
I know you.
I'm
Right.
I'm going to sit here and cry for a little while.
It's so good.
We did get Chicken Guy in Pittsburgh finally.
Finally.
I don't know what Chicken Guy is. I guess it's a.
Oh, I thought you meant Cane's.
It's Guy Fieri's like Raising Cane's, I think. I don't know.
So
it's in
it's not
downtown,
the-
so I'll never go.
It's not the same Raising Cane's.
No, it's Guy Fieri's Chicken Guy, which is his fried chicken fingers or whatever with different sauces, and it's I guess it's good. I don't know. It's literally in the middle of downtown Pittsburgh, which like driving in downtown LA is kind of a pain. But you do have roads. Most of your roads go two directions.
Yeah.
Ours do not. So you'll be like, oh, it's just over here on the right, and one way going this way, one way going this way, one way going this way, and you're like, I can't make a right turn. And then you finally get to make a right turn, and it takes you left and across the river, and you're like, God. So driving in downtown Pittsburgh, if you don't know what you're doing, is a real pain. And then when you get there, you got to pay to park and all that. So we're never going to go. It's never going to happen. What's up, Junk Monkey? Thanks for coming in.
Hey, bud.
She had 30 days to decide to return, print the label, and get an additional 15 days to send it back. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it still looks bad on Google Earth. There's a couch and a weight bench on the porch. That's our house. It doesn't look good.
Yeah. I believe there's still
Yes,
a
I
boat
have
by
to
my
do-
house. It's weird. That boat's been gone for 3 years. It's like, yeah.
You don't have a boat?
No.
I don't
No,
picture you as a boater.
Yeah. When we got the house, we had a boat. We decided. I told Jen, I was like, "This thing's got to go, man."
What'd you do with it?
Scrapped it.
You should dug a big hole and stuck it in your backyard and had like a, I don't know, like a grill on it and stuff.
Man.
That would have been awesome.
Well, it's a fixer. This was a fixer upper, man. It was so many projects going on. I was like, okay, the boat's got to go. I think there's a car back there somewhere. It's like, I mean, there was weeds up to my. It was so bad.
1987 Ford Probe back there. I don't know what we're gonna do with that.
I would have probably kept that. Actually, I like this.
I had a Probe. I had a Probe for a couple years. No, I had the SC.
It's still cool. Probes are cool, man.
No.
I liked them.
I liked the way it looked, but the interior of the Probe, not conducive. So like it wrapped the opposite direction. The car went this way, and then like the dashboard kind of wrapped like this.
That's
and like your lights were over here on these switches, and then on the other side was like another. I don't remember what buttons were over there, and the windows never worked properly. Like you'd have to.
Yeah.
That was those old switches that you had to like press, and then you had to like press a little harder to get it to engage, and then went. So I don't know. I liked it for a minute, and then I'm like, I don't like this car anymore. That and the SEs. I know we're gonna lose viewers. The SEs didn't have a rear windshield wiper, which was an awful design because when it rained, you just had water.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yes, I have to do this for my day job. It is amazing how you can blow up pictures. Sometimes you can see into people's houses. It's creepy. That's true.
Yeah.
Weight bench on the porch. Yeah, I thought a couch on the front porch was normal for West Virginia. Well,
it's definitely not.
Just
here.
photographed a little mini CPK, Sarah and Adam. Wow, interesting. We have a couple of those.
I did. It sold. They're all gone.
Cabbage patch. Yeah. Ford Probe was a flex. That's right. Yeah, that was an interesting ride. So, I don't know. There's a couple cars that I like that really seem like we were talking about this today. I know we shouldn't talk about cars, but the Mercedes G-Wagon is very expensive.
Yeah.
And it is one of the ugliest things on the road. I'm just going to say it. I know it's an unpopular. I mean, inside is beautiful. The exterior, though, it's a box with another box in front of it. Like, it's the ugliest thing on the planet. So, yeah.
They just get it for the deduction.
They get it. No, it's that star on the front. That's all they care about. That Mercedes logo. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a giant rolling turd with a Mercedes logo in front of it. They're gonna buy it. So,
and it lights up.
Yeah, that's right. As long as the turd lights up, we're good. Probe GT was cool. Just looked at at a street view of my house. It's several years old. G wagons are whack. Toilet in the front yard for a flower garden. That's clutch.
That's perfect.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen a few of those. The toilets in the front yard. The couches in the front yards there's a lot in California.
What do they do? Just dump them?
No, and on the porches and stuff. I remember seeing a lot of those.
No, they don't do couches no more. They do like little how do you call it? Like I guess little sectionals.
Like futons?
I don't know. I'm not a furniture person.
Like
those,
a love seat? Like a little 2-seater?
something like that, yeah. But nowadays, if they see one that's nice, you ain't gonna find that there in the morning.
People are still in their porch couches.
So the homeless are taking them to make little camps next to the freeway.
Oh yeah, I
And-
didn't even think about that.
And I think there was, I know this is completely off topic, but there was a camp next to the 91 freeway. And right off that off ramp, you saw that they had the whole setup, a full couch, 2 little love seats with a TV running. I have no idea how they got that TV running.
Generator.
Well, they were next to an SC fuel gas station, so I'm assuming they were siphoning the electricity. But I was shocked. But I think they were there for like a good 3-4 months, and then one day they were gone. But they're taking those. They take the bicycles easy, and yeah, it's crazy.
Is anybody sitting on the couches watching television?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, they're taking it to a whole new level now.
Absolutely.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. Oh, Cameron. Just Googled it. Hella ugly indeed. I agree. Of course I care, Cameron. Yeah, G-Wagons are ugly. Let's see. If you had a Fiero car in the 90s, you were going to make it. Fiero. Death trap.
Fieros. Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to see some amazing cars, my brother moved some cars to Miami for a car show where the average car was like $500,000 hitched to horsepower. Ooh, I'll have to check that. Is the name of it Hitched to Horsepower? I'll check it out. Sounds like a good way to get rid of old furniture. It's a good idea. Like, oh, we're getting a new couch. Just stick it out on the porch. It'll be gone in a couple of days.
Oh, if people want to get rid of it, they just dump it there, and then of course the people take it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's furniture that you don't want anyways.
You just drive it down the road. And
yeah,
tomorrow
the trunk of my truck just happens to be loose, and I happened to hit a pothole, and it just flew off. Now I just shut down the whole 710 freeway, and that did happen.
Had that happen. That did happen? No. Bed frame as well. I've got a gate to nowhere. Oh, there you go. I like it. This sounds like Oregon. No, is Oregon like that too? You get couches swiped off your front porch. I heard about this. Jay Leno.
Yeah, I heard.
Burning in a
about
car
that
fire
too.
today. I guess he's all right, but he's got some
serious burns.
Some serious burns. So I have something funny to talk about that is not reseller related at all, but it's a problem that I'm dealing with.
Sure.
This is so stupid and slightly embarrassing. So I don't know what got me on this. I think we were talking about it in one live, and everybody was talking to me about like how aluminum and deodorant's really bad for you, and like could cause cancer and this, that, and the other thing. So I'm like, all right, not doing the aluminum and the deodorant anymore. Like I'm off the aluminum deodorant. I don't want cancer. So I'm like, all right. So I got like, I'm on my 4th different one because none of them work. Like none of them. So like the one worked, and it was like, I don't know. It was like $15 for a stick, and that one worked. But the other ones I bought. So this most recent one, I'm not kidding you. I'm driving in my car today, and I'm like, I smell soup.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know why. I'm like, all I get smell is soup. And like, I'm sitting here right now and I smell soup. I smell just like beef, vegetable, barley soup. Like, I don't know why this is doing. Like, I'm done. I'm back on the aluminum. I don't care if I get cancer, but I smell like freaking soup, and I can't handle it. Like, it's killing me sitting here right now because all I can smell is soup. But Sarah's like, I told Sarah that
I'm having that same problem too. I switched to one of those as well.
And it does. They don't work.
And yeah, no matter how much I put, it doesn't seem to work.
It doesn't.
So I'm like,
Jimmy's like, I'm all about the aluminum.
I wear a degree and I'm good with whatever happens.
I was a degree guy too, and like everyone's like, no, antiperspirant's bad. aluminum's awful. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I'm like, all
Yeah,
right,
but-
yeah. I mean,
Smells pretty good, man.
you don't smell like beef barley soup, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm convinced that the words aluminum free actually mean don't work because
Yeah.
they just don't work. And
Just
I'm
someone-
reading all these articles and people are like, you know, you just got to give it time. Eventually it will start to work and this, that, and the other thing. Well, it's been 3 months since I've switched over and they still don't work. So like, how much more time? And now all I can smell is soup. So like, how much more time am I giving this? So I got some arid coming tomorrow. Like I'm done. Like if I get cancer from it, I get cancer from it. I mean, I don't want to smell like soup for the rest of my life. I just can't handle it. It's just, oh, I don't believe Adam was talking about this. Yeah, Sarah had to switch back too. They make you smell worse. Native, which one did you try? The most latest one was I don't remember.
Like-
Something
Was it
Jack.
beach festival soup?
It was Campbell's. Yeah, it was Campbell's. Campbell's chicken noodle was the one I just tried. I'm going to cream of broccoli next week.
So disgusting.
It's not an unpleasant odor. Like it's not unpleasant in any way, shape, and form. It's just soup. Like, I smell like the inside of a Panera bread. Like it's not good. Okay, Adam. I also stopped using aluminum deodorant. I read that the deodorants with prebiotics work the best. Okay, I'm done. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm done.
That
Susan. I can't.
That
do
sounds
it.
like a $20 stick too, though.
Yeah, it does. Schmitz. Nice soup, though. Yeah, thank you. It's a good soup now. I've been running Gillette Cool Wave Anti from days back. Yeah. So there we go. Katie's got the explanation for me. For men, it's not as bad since most men do not shave and then apply deodorant. It's not transmitting directly into your pores. Fun fact, you have to get your base smell and then try to cover that.
Huh, interesting.
What does that mean? They're nasty and combined with BO. Yeah. I love the loom lady. I don't know what that is. Aluminum causes breast. Well, then I'm good. What am I worried about then?
We can still get it.
I'm flat
You get breast
chested, so I'm
cancer?
good.
Yeah, I was
Man?
gonna say.
Yeah, men can.
Man can.
Cup at this point. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
just-
we have breast assists, you know. You know, seriously.
we
yeah.
don't. I was gonna say.
I mean, it's
like women can't get testicular cancer. So,
I mean,
yeah, we can get it.
oh well, whatever. I'm back on the aluminum.
I've been there.
I don't want to smell like soup all day. I just can't handle it. Yeah, I knew as soon as I talked to Sarah about it this afternoon, she started laughing hysterically about me smelling like soup. I'm like, I'm totally talking about this on the live tonight. I don't even care if it's not reselling related. It's coming up. I'm like, it's just as much as talking about food or whatever.
it's because we can relate. That's why.
I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't. Better than cheese. That's true. Men
Oof.
can get it. Yeah, men do actually. I didn't. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never heard of that. That's interesting. Well, it's the last like 15 minutes. Do you have any interesting food topics? Has anybody tried the new Pizza Hut melt or whatever it is?
Oh, the dips or whatever they're called.
It's called a melt. It's like
They are delicious. They actually
like
are.
it's like a folded
Yes.
pizza.
Yeah. So you get two with a marinara sauce dip. It's actually really good.
So I did myself a disservice yesterday because I ordered the thin crust pizza.
Yes, you did very much.
Well, I looked at it and I'm like, this is a thin crust pizza folded in half.
Right.
I would call it more like a stromboli.
Okay.
But it is a small one, but you get two of them, and it's delicious actually. You get the pepperoni and sausage one. It's awesome.
That's the meat lovers.
I think that's the one I got, or just pepperoni and sausage, whichever one it is. But it's worth it. Go for it. Try it whenever you can. Get it tonight if you can. Or I think it's closed for you already.
Closed, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good. And I am pissed at Domino's because they changed their coupon deal now. And I keep complaining about this on Facebook on their page every time they post something. And my post is always the one that gets the most likes and the most interaction because everybody agrees, like you're right, etc., etc.
Ed's gonna start DMing him on Facebook.
Yeah.
Jerk.
Hey,
Well, okay. Well, tell us what it was. What was the coupon deal, and what is it
so
now?
for the past 2 years or so, they had a coupon deal every single day, carry out only, $7.99 for a 3-topping large pizza.
Mhm.
That's a good deal. It really is. But of course, it's online order only, carry out. Fine with that. Now they changed it to still $7.99, but with 1 topping.
Ooh,
Oh, that's just mean.
them
So I was like,
bastards.
well, exactly. And I brought this up in one of their latest posts because they don't post often on Facebook, and my post just blasted because everybody agreed too. And then they posted something today with half off their whole menu, and again I did the same thing, and everybody keeps agreeing with me. And I did that that 50% is awesome, but the consensus is we want that $7.99 with 3 toppings back. That's what I want.
Ed's trolling Domino's. Here's a good idea. Why don't you try a different pizza place? One that's good.
Exactly.
So I like Pizza Hut, but they're expensive. They are.
They are.
But like I said, try those melts. They are actually really good.
I'm gonna.
Papa John's, they just SCCK. They suck. What's the other one? I actually like Round Tables, but that's really expensive.
That's West Coast only.
Yeah, and I don't know what's another major chain. Little Caesars is good, but it's not my go-to.
There's.
I think
Do you have Nero's in Ohio, Jimmy?
I don't know.
They're
Probably the bigger cities we do, but
they're starting
not
to
around
pop up
here.
around here. And they're not bad. I heard they're not bad. So, but I didn't know if they're starting to pop up around here. And a lot of the times, for whatever I don't understand this. Like Ohio gets all the good food stuff before we do, and it kind of ekes its way over into us. So that's why I was asking because like most of the good pizza places like that. That pizza place that you get pizza from is starting to pop up here. I can't remember the name of it now.
Which one?
The one that you sent me pictures of where they have trouble with the wheel. Jimmy.
Oh, I was confused.
Casey's?
Where they, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw one. I saw one when I was coming down 79 the other day on one of the signs. I'm like, that's that pizza place that Jimmy gets pizza from that looks really good.
And the wings, yeah.
Yeah. Junk Monkey says, "Can we all just take a moment to realize we live in a day and age where a computer is asking us to prove, asking humans to prove we're not robots?"
That's true. I never thought of that.
That is absolutely true.
We should take a moment and think about that. I have a GMO deodorant. I'm made from tree bark.
That sounds painful.
You made it? That does sound painful. Yeah, that's true, man. I hear that too. So you have to. This is the explanation on the base scent. You have to not wear deodorant for 7 to 10 days. That's not going to happen. See what your base smell or personal threshold for odor is. Then apply organic deodorants that cover that level of odor. That's a lot of work.
I definitely. Yeah, I think everybody at my job would hate me.
I was going to say Sarah will probably divorce me. I'd be sleeping on the porch. I'll wait till summer, though, Katie. That way I can sleep outside. What's up, Fartside?
Hey, Fartside.
Yeah, at least 2 toppings. One's just wrong. And you know what's funny about when they have those deals, like where it's like 2 topping pizza and you add a third, I swear the price for that third topping is double what it would be if you just ordered the pizza. Like they're like $1.29 or whatever per topping, and then if you order that third one, it's like $3.39, and you're like,
yeah. Then the extra for the cheese when they want you to get the extra cheese. When I add extra cheese, then you click it, and it's like, what the?
Yeah, $4.99. You're like, I don't think so. I have mozzarella at the house. Yeah, no, it's that's awful. Do you Blaze? Blaze is good. Have you ever had Blaze?
I don't like Blaze at all.
Had it.
Oh, you don't
I've
like
had
it?
it once. Yeah, I've had it once.
It's overpriced, but I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I prefer a mod pizza.
I don't know. I've never heard of them.
Mod's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys have one right there?
We don't. I've never heard of one.
I prefer mod over Blaze.
No. We have a Blaze that's near our house, and we started going when we were on keto because they have a keto crust, and it was actually not bad. Except it's got almond flour in it, so you get that faint, like almond taste, but it wasn't. It was probably one of the best pizza crusts for low carb that I've ever had. But then we started going like afterwards, and it is pretty good. Fart Sack agrees with us. Domino's is the best. No, poor tree.
I mean, to me, they were the best. That was a good deal. They should have never gotten rid of it. Now I'm not going there unless they get deals like the half off the menu, and that's it.
I'm gonna open a pizza place and call it Sofa King Pizza, Big Pizzas. You gotta slow down those first two words to get the joke.
Right.
It's a good one. We have a pizza place in Toronto called North of Brooklyn. Killer Bee Pizza, mozzarella. North of Brooklyn, Killer Bee Pizza, mozzarella, calabrese sausage. Sarah just left. Jalapenos, pickled red onions, oregano, honey glazed crust with roasted sesame seed crust. Good.
Wow.
God. It sounds awesome, is it?
Yeah, it sounds good and hot.
Yeah, everything but the jalapenos I'm in.
Yeah.
On Friday, my job actually got a BJ's pizza, and this is the first time I ever had it. And
I've never had it.
or is it just a? You guys have BJ's right there?
We have BJ's, but it's not a pizza place. It's like a brewery or like a micro.
Well, so I mean, it is like that, but they have food as well.
Oh, so that place, yeah. No, their pizzas are good.
Yeah, so they have pizza. I didn't know about it, but that's actually the very first time I ever tried the chicken buffalo pizza.
Oh yeah. Buffalo
And it was actually really good.
We have one of the best in the country is here. Buffalo chicken pizza. They won like awards for it all over the place, and it's it's so good. But yeah, no, buffalo chicken pizza is like a huge thing out here too. BJ's has a bacon cheeseburger pizza that's really good too.
No, I can't do bacon on a pizza.
Well, it's not a red sauce pizza. They have like it's almost like the In-N-Out burger sauce is what they use as a sauce, and then they put
Thousand Island.
Yeah, kind of, but it's not as heavy. And then they put ground beef, pickles, bacon, and cheddar cheese on it. It's good. It's really good. It's like an In-N-Out burger, but it's a pizza. So, yeah, it does sound good. No, BJ's, it's there's one in North Hills and there's one in South Hills. It's a restaurant. We have a place, Leo's, that sells pizza with hot honey drizzle on the pizza. It's so good. And if you had acid issues due to the tomatoes, it helps to offset that. Interesting. I saw on TikTok, there's a place in Las Vegas that does the pizza from hell. And it's got ghost peppers on it, ghost pepper mozzarella, and then some sort of like spicy tomato sauce on it. It's just a cheese pizza, and then when they bring it out to you, they set it on fire and then blow it out and give it to you. And I was like, yeah, I'm all right.
So we're not going to try that.
Nope.
No, I think I'm gonna pass on that. I'll be at an In-N-Out burger.
I don't want to take a 10-minute nap like that. Oh my god,
that would not be a 10-minute nap. There'd be 15 minutes to a half hour somewhere else in the room, but not
right. I'm busy. Okay.
Are you okay? I'm fine. Just give me a minute.
Hey, if you're not busy, I need some ice cubes, please.
I think I'm gonna need a bath after this. Can we all just take a moment to realize how hard it was for me to resist saying something inappropriate about beaches? Thank you. Yeah, it's I saw that and I'm like, yeah, no, I'll be at the $2.49 hot dog in the Casino Royale if you guys need me. Like I'm not. This trip is not going to be. Well, I'm not going big because it seems like any time we tried to go anywhere fancy in Vegas, it was garbage. So it's In-N-Out burger, hot dogs, and maybe some McDonald's and White Castle, and that's about the end of that trip.
Exactly. That's where we'll be.
Yeah, Cameron made it through the BJ talk. Surprisingly, way to go. If Sal was
hard
here, he
for
wouldn't have made
everybody.
it through the BJ talk. He is here. He was here earlier, but I don't know if he's still here. But if he was, he wouldn't have made it through the BJ talk either.
That must have been very hard for both of you guys.
Did you mean to do that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I was holding it.
Garth Brooks has a residency where? In Vegas?
Really?
I don't know.
Just saying.
I don't know. I follow Vegas Local on Twitter, and it's like they're pretty cool. They report like all kinds of stuff happening all over Vegas, and like all the stuff that doesn't make it into the mainstream. And they were reporting that Adele is like starting her residency or something like that, and people are buying tickets crazy. And they were like, "Look, there's some reasonably priced Adele tickets left," and they were $47,000 for 2 of them.
Oh,
Ouch.
First of all, even if you really were loaded, you're gonna buy 2 seats at an Adele concert. Even if you love Adele,
oh yeah.
do you love her
row.
enough to spend $50,000? And do you get to meet Adele and go backstage and hang out with her, or do you just have to sit there and listen to her music like everybody else in the room? Like, I don't care how far forward I am. I'm not spending $50,000 on anything. Like, unless I know what I would spend, a concert I would spend $50,000 for. If they brought back Elvis, then I'd probably consider spending $50,000 to see him.
Yeah.
One night only. Elvis is back. He's alive. I'm going.
Zombie Elvis.
Oh,
Zombie
dude,
Elvis.
I'd be there.
Yeah, I mean, that guy. They had like this. I guess they did a documentary on him, and they have like all this footage of him driving around with like his band, like going in and out of gigs and stuff like that. He's hysterical. Like one of the fun. Like I would hang out with this guy. He is so funny, and all he does is make fun of everybody. He was like, "Do you see that guy?" He's like, "Hey, you see that guy in that stupid jacket? Like, it was not big enough for him. Like, he's just busting everybody's balls." I'm like, this guy's awesome. Not a big Garth Brooks fan. Ping wouldn't do anything. Just announced today. Oh, interesting. Junk Monkey got paid $35 pair of Nikes. Nice.
Awesome.
I think has-beens end up in Vegas.
Yeah. This has-been will be there in April.
It's okay. It's true. Brace yourself. The BJ jokes are coming. All right.
Oh
we're ready.
no.
Who's Adele? I don't
Exactly.
know. I couldn't name one of her songs either, Junk Monkey, but I do know of her because Sarah was convinced I looked like her husband. So
Wait, wow.
that's what she said. And she showed me a picture of it. I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see it. So,
Okay.
you don't know Adele. I'm not a fan, but I know her. She's from the UK and sings. That's in there. There's no one on earth I'd pay to see that. Elvis music's too tame for you, Jimmy.
I listen to everything. She's busting my butt about emo music that Jen got knocked out.
I'm sorry. What? You're not going to just glaze over that, are you?
No,
You can if it's going to get you in trouble.
Oh no, Sarah didn't tell you that she got knocked out at the
No.
that Columbus show.
Oh wait,
man.
no, she did. No, she
Yeah.
did. I don't think
it's made it on TikTok. It's made it on YouTube. I'm like, what is going on here?
really by somebody else.
Yeah.
Where can you send me the link?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I got it.
And you didn't knock somebody out?
I was close. Yeah, if the lead singer would not have stopped the song, and like, because he saw her go down and he just stopped, and see, we got
cool.
so we got separated. Like I said, there's this thing called a death wall.
Yeah, if you can't tell, if you're gonna get in trouble, don't tell the story.
No, we're good.
All right.
She's fine, but yeah, she's fine. And then we ended up going to the concert in West Virginia. Everything was fine, so it's all good. But so a death wall is more for like really, really, really heavy music, like not the music that we were just at. I was like, what is it? Was just a bunch of college people being idiots. They're just pushing and pushing. So I'm thinking what happened was I ended up getting separated from her. Well, there was this big dude beside her. I think when the wall kind of like of people went to her, I think she bounced her head off this other dude's shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And she fell. I mean, she went down. Well, they stopped the music. They got her across, and I was like, "What in the world is going on here, man?" I mean, and no offense, and I'm not being sexist on this next thing, but where we were, there was a bunch of women. So I'm like, it did not need to be going down. Number one, right? Guys pushing women is not cool, right? I was like, come on, man. Yeah. And we pay to see a concert. We didn't pay to look behind us to make sure we're going to be safe. I mean,
right. Yeah, if you ever want to see a real shit show, look at it's on Netflix, the documentary of Woodstock '99.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was begging my mother to send me that whenever it came out. She refused. And I thought I had her too, because her mom didn't let her go to the original one in upstate New York, which a couple of her friends were going to. And I'm like, I got her. She's going to let me go because she missed out on the original one, so I'm going to get to go to 99. And no, I didn't get to go. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because if you watch the documentary, I bet you can guess the part where Adam would be involved. Right. So, don't distract Sal. He's busy photographing and listening before you mentioned his name. We're not live, but hanging out watching you all privately. Okay. Rolling in the deep. I haven't even turned on the radio in my truck for 5 years. Really? Lord.
Wow.
She sang in the recent... Oh, yeah, she did sing Sky and Skyfall. That's right. My wife's at the Wendy's drive-thru. Nice. I don't like... I'm torn between how I feel about the new James Bond. Sarah's in her PJs. Same. Yes. And she stole my furry Crocs? Wow. Only new song I've heard is about 10 seconds long, and it says something about wiggle wiggle. See, wow. Elvis music, death wall, not mixing. Yeah. 99 was a total disaster. Were you there, Chris? It was a disaster. So, yeah, nuts. So, anyways, we're over. What do you guys got coming up this week on your channels?
So, like we talked earlier, I do have that single sandal video. That's the most recent video I put out. You know, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Let me know your comments if you agree with me, disagree with me, or you're right in the middle. And then I still do have a video to make about how returns work with authentication. I do have the information for it now. It can be scary though, because it actually scared me for a bit. But just I gotta get the item back first to see exactly how the whole thing will play out. I have like 75% of the information. I just need the other 25 to actually make the video of it. But it's something that people asked when I made my first authentication video. So now I'll be able to actually tell you exactly how it works and what you should expect when a return happens with authentication. And then I still have one more video that I need to make that is just there whenever I get to it. But other than that, that's all I have planned. And then be back here on Monday.
Should be the title of this live. The single sandal increase box. Jimmy, what do you got going?
I don't know. I got a couple more work trips to do, so probably a couple shorts. I would have had a great video, but I ended up flipping it pretty good. Pretty fast. It was fast, seriously. I went out to actually start taking parts off this car, and it was gone.
Yeah.
You showed up with cash. I was like, all right, take it. I don't care.
There you go.
Then I was like, dang it, I should have filmed that.
Yes, should have. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, probably a couple shorts. Yeah, like I said, it's weird is at the end of the year of my work life, we get these stupid work trips we got to do to try to get business for the beginning of the year. So that's what we're doing right now. So
none to Las Vegas, though.
I'm trying. I got close. But
even if you get to like LA or Arizona, then you can at least get In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is meeting up at a like a Hard Rock casino, meeting up with corporate, and they're like, "Yeah, guys, we can't gamble." Like, what?
Then why the hell did you take us to a casino?
Well, because our work's gonna be doing the bars and stuff in there. So, yeah, man, I'm like, it was literally like when I showed up to Vegas for the first time, looking at all the lights. I'm like, what is going on here? I want to go replay. But
just do like the Unabomber look and put a hood up with the big glasses. Walk on.
You know, I mean, I'm serious. They were like, yeah, guys, it's not professional if we gamble. I'm like, really? If I did my time, what does it matter?
Here's the thing: the people that
It was
own the
stupid.
Hard Rock that are employing you, they probably wouldn't care. Like, oh no, don't give me your money. We don't want your money.
Well, like I told Jen, I was like, because she didn't know, I was like, man, maybe I could get some credit for, like the Mirage or something. You don't know at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But no, I couldn't do it. So I was like, oh well, I guess it's better. And I guess I wasted 5 hours of driving for this. You kidding me? I can't get a $25 free credit. Come on.
Sarah always recognizes the Hard Rock carpets. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cool.
That just means we go there too often.
Yeah, so yeah, I wasn't ready to get fired yet.
Nah, not yet. Give it a couple years.
Go ahead.
Me and Sarah will be back Thursday on the channel live, and then Saturday, what's sold. More Cabbage Patch pictures and postcards. And Katie says our corporate used to have meetings in Vegas every year. One person less came back with a job. Unlimited drinking, gambling, and freedom. Bad corp combo. We used to have corporate. I used to have corporate conventions in Vegas all the time, and I told you guys exactly what I'd do. I'd be like, "Oh yeah, this is cool. Oh yeah, let me get a brochure from that.
Yeah.
Later, and then I get a text message. Where are you at? I'm at the bar at the Bellagio. Why? What bar? The one near the pool. I'll be right there. My boss would be there. Like, nobody cares. Like, it's in Vegas. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not listening to Canon talk about their latest camera. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's so boring.
Anyways, yeah. And then, so yeah, Saturday, what's sold. Sarah and I will be back on Sunday as well with a live. And then, then 3 of us will be back here next Monday. So, unless there's a holiday that we don't know about. So,
Not yet.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I think we're good till Thanksgiving. But yeah, that's about it. Anything else you guys want to chat about before we get out of here?
No, just like always, for those in the background, thanks for listening.
So, all right, guys. Well, we will see you guys next Monday. Bye.
Good day, sir.